So we are 2 wins away from a remarkable place in the European football, whether it be the Europa League or the Conference League. What a turnaround this season has been. So welcome to the match review of Nottingham Forest 2, Chelsea 3. So we've won 3 games in a row. Yep, you've heard it right. We have won 3 games in a row. Can't believe I'm saying that. This is the first time maybe since, I think, when Graham Potter took over 2 years ago. He had a good start where I think he won his first 3 games, and then it all went horribly wrong. I don't think we've won 3 games in a row in the league anyway since then. Correct me if I'm wrong, somebody, but yeah, I don't think we have. But now we are finding form at the business end of the season, towards the end of the season, and we could finish. We could finish sixth, or if Tottenham lose their last 2 games and we win our last 2 games, we could finish fifth. But I can't see that happening. Probably lose one against Man City, but I think they've got Sheffield United next. But you never know. But anyway, we've got to do our business first. The difficult one is Brighton. But let's talk about this game. Forest came into this game having already kind of secured Premier League football. It's got to be a remarkable turnaround because both Burnley and Luton lost. So it's only Luton now who can catch them, but it's looking mathematically impossible for that to happen. So I can't really see that happening, if I'm being perfectly honest. So they came in without that pressure, but 1 point or even 3 would have made it mathematically impossible for them to go down. So, in a raucous atmosphere at the City Ground. But Chelsea started off well, and Cole Palmer, having the seasons he's had. I forgot to mention him in my preview the other day. PFA Player of the Month, Goal of the Month, and he won the Chelsea Player of the Season, the Chelsea Players Player of the Season. So congratulations to Cole Palmer, well deserved. And today he showed why it was deserved with a sublime pass to Michaela Mudryk for the first goal. Well weighted pass. Modric for once using his pace, and he did the right thing in that he cut across the Nottingham Forest defender, making it difficult for him to put in a challenge without fouling him and possibly getting sent off. And it was a good finish. A nice curling, a nice sliding effort into the far corner, and 1-0 Chelsea. And I thought, okay, we've got the lead, nerves eased, Nottingham Forest, having to come back into the game, but we didn't have a great first half, to be honest. We didn't carry on from performance-wise. We didn't carry on that good form that we've seen in the last few games, and Forest were gradually getting back into the game. And their goal came from on a corner from us, poor corner, which resulted in a breakaway. Badiashile, I don't think he needed to make the tackle where he did, but he made that tackle and gave away a free kick in a dangerous area. And Forest equalised. I think Gibbs White was it who passed the ball to Bowley, and marginally onside, just about onside, and he gets the equaliser. And from then, second half was a bit of an up and down, topsy-turvy game. We were fortunate to stay in the game because Forest hit the post. I think they hit the post and the crossbar, Callum Hudson-Odoi. But we hit the post as well through a Thiago Silva header. But I thought that Forest were creating the better chances. Jackson had a chance, I think, to make it 2-1. So it was sort of end-to-end stuff. But I thought it was really Forest who looked like the team who were going to get the second goal. And so it proved. And it came from a player we let go, Callum Hudson-Odoi. Good finish. He's got excellent technique when it comes to curling the ball. He's done this about 5 or 6 times this season, where he moves it, shifts it to his right foot, and bends the ball around into the far post. We know that. We obviously used to have him. I know some of these players haven't played with him, but We've seen him how he's performed in the other games, but yet we still showed him to his right foot where he curled the ball away and great finish. There's some Chelsea fans who are moaning about him for his celebrations, but the thing is, we, he left. We kind of threw him out of the club. To be honest, we didn't invest in this guy, and we said, look, you can go, and we sold him for peanuts. We sold him for £5 million as well. So if he wants to celebrate, then let him celebrate. And the thing is, I'm comparing him with Mudryk. We spent £62 million on Mudryk, and the cup will be 89 million with add-ons, I believe. We let this guy go for £5 million, so that's £57 million difference. Could we have spent more time investing in Callum rather than spending all that money, that extra £57 million on Mudryk? I don't think he's as good as Hudson-Odoi, if I'm being perfectly honest. Okay, he did score today, but after that goal, he was kind of non-existent in the game. And he just drifted out of the game. You thought that goal would have given him a bit of confidence, but obviously it didn't. And so I think technique-wise and ability-wise, I'll still have Hudson-Odoi ahead of him. But time will tell. I may end up with egg on my face, but that's what I think at this present moment. So, but the one thing we did, although we didn't play as well as we had in the last couple of games, the one thing that wins give you now is belief. And it gives you that determination. And there's credit to the players who didn't give up, and they are fighting for a European spot, fighting for their manager. And we got back into the game. Yeah, the goal came along courtesy of Raheem Sterling. And Sterling, he's been out injured for a while. Did something similar to Callum Hudson-Odoi actually, cutting in off the left, and he's curled the ball with his right foot into the far corner. So a good finish by him. And would I keep him next season for his experience? I don't know. It's a tricky one. He needs to show more for me. Maybe next season with everyone fit again and rearing to go, his experience may be invaluable. If we can't shift him, we may need to keep him anyway. So we'll see what happens on that front. But he needs to show, as I said, show a bit more consistency next season if it's going to convince me for him to stay for another season. But as I said, he's one of our only experienced players at the club. And then what a welcome back, Reece James. Reece James, wow, boy, have we missed this boy. He showed his quality today in 2 minutes after the goal by Sterling. And first of all, Moise Caicedo, who had another impressive game today. That ball, the first time ball he played into the path of Reece James, that was sublime as well. And it's sometimes it's underappreciated, his passing ability, because a lot of people just see him as a bit of a spoiler, but he can play. This boy can play as well. So great first time ball into the path of Reece James. Reece James hits the first time cross, and it was just on the plate for Nicholas Jackson. And what Nicholas Jackson the last two games he's had heading chances. He's gradually improving with his head, because the other week against Arsenal and the game before that, was it Man City, where he messed up with headers. But hopefully he's been working on the training ground with his heading, because he scored a couple more headed goals, and he's now on 14 goals this season in his debut season. I made, if you haven't seen it in my preview video, I did a little clip on him, and I think next season he's going to get even better. He's raw at the moment. There's still things that in his game that he needs to be improved upon, but I'm seeing a striker that I wouldn't want to discard, because we could end up with egg on our face if we get rid of this boy too early. I think there's potential there. He just needs, remember, he's only 22, so he a bit more experience, and this guy can do big things for us in the coming years. So as I said, Brighton followed by Bournemouth, the two Bs. Could it be an A-star performances instead of Bs against these two, against this opposition? With Manchester United playing Newcastle on Wednesday, we got Brighton. We beat Brighton. Manchester United, Newcastle ends up in a draw. Even a Man United win, we find ourselves in pole position to get that other European spot in the Europa League. That's if Manchester United don't beat Manchester City, by the way, because if Manchester United beat Man City and we finish 6th, then we'll end up in that dreaded Conference League. And I still want Europe, even if it's Conference League. I still think it'll be good education for these players to be playing in a European competition. But if it comes to Europa League or the Conference League, then I'm hoping that it's going to be the Europa League. So, 2 big games, 2 massive games towards the end of the season now. And this is more of a feel-good factor for Chelsea. We've come back after a horrid season. So, finishing the season on a high. I just hope it can continue in the last 2 games. And as I said, my Chelsea needs to be playing Champions League, not Europa League. But it's a start. And these players are growing, so let's see what happens. So guys, give me your opinions about the game in the comment section below, and I'll see you on the next one. Like, subscribe, turn on all post notifications so you'll be notified every time I make a new video. So bye bye.